So as we know, there's a myriad of exercises that we can do for various things. So when stuff comes up that's troubling or disturbing for us, an automatic reaction can be to want to get past that or get rid of that feeling if it's difficult. And if we think about stance training for a moment, and you might think, what's this got to do with anything? Well, if you think about stance training, when you come to do stance training, especially if you've never done stance training before, there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes up in the mind and the body, and the body finds it very difficult, and the mind finds it very difficult. Then different feelings, sensations, emotions come up. But the thing is when you're on a course with Sifu and you're doing stance training, you stay in the stance training and you learn to be with the thing, relax around it until things either change or you can be more comfortable with the stuff. Our tendency as a human being is when things are not to our liking, especially when they're emotionally difficult, which leads to mental, physical difficulties, sensations felt within the body, we want it to be different. But one of the practices of the self-compassion arts and the Shan arts and other arts is to, how can we be with those things? How can we be with those feelings, not need to get rid of them, but actually allow them to be in their fullness, but come at those things in terms of kindness and gentleness. So we think about stance training for a moment. What do? You know that it's difficult and challenging and you relax around it, but it can still be difficult and challenging. Yeah. But we're not then adding anything to it, but we don't have to get rid of it either. When we have a loss of an animal, or remember back with Gingy as well, when he was injured and we thought we'd lost him. When we lost one of our other cats, not our ones we have now, but Teo, when we had Teo, we lost Teo. It was devastating for us. It was one of our family. Yeah, it was like a child as well. And I remember it being very difficult. And I could do nothing else other than be with it. What I didn't know was this exercise, which helps us be with things. And this is you could call it a kind hand exercise. What's it doing? It's working on the heart center and our lower dantian. We want to register that we've got these feelings, and it can be upsetting, whatever that thing is. The other thing is that we can be here truly at our center, as well as things going on that are disturbing. So if we do this exercise, you can do it sitting or standing. It doesn't, by the way, this exercise isn't solely for the loss of an animal or a loved one. It's when we get into positions or situations that are difficult for us and we have difficult emotions, thoughts or feelings arising. How can we be with those things and show kindness back to ourselves in the time that those things are going on? Yeah? So it can be really helpful. And then we're not looking to get rid of it. It may dissipate and change, but that's not the aim of the exercise. The aim of the exercise is to be very kind and gentle with ourselves in that interim. So the first thing we can do is allow the body to relax the best that we can given the situation that's going on. And relaxing doesn't mean the absence of emotions or sensations or thoughts. Not in this instant. What it means is that we're aware of all the stuff that's going on and we do our best to relax ourselves physically and then relax ourselves with the breath. And then bring one hand over your heart, yeah, and one hand over the dantian. That's where we're going to come to in a moment, okay, in terms of the exercise, so you know the position of the hands. But just for now, allow the hands to rest at the sides of the body. Gently open the palms and then bring your hands up in front of you like you're carrying something. If you were carrying a small child or an animal or something precious to you and you wanted to bring warmth and love to your hands, imagine what that would feel like. And we all know what it feels like to bring warmth and love to our hands. And so we bring the warmth and love and the softness to our hands. You can have your eyes closed and imagine holding that warmth, that love, that kindness literally in your hands. You may feel the warmth coming into your hands, or you may feel it like an energy in your hands, or simply as an idea or a light, whatever works for you. No right or wrong. Simply having the attention and intention of holding warmth, love, kindness, and attention in your hands. Allow that feeling to build. And then bring one hand over your heart area, the other over the lower dantian, below the belly button. And now allow that feeling of warmth, love, kindness to radiate from your hands to inside your body. You may feel the warmth around your heart, the warmth around the dantian, the low energy center. And as you breathe out, allow that feeling, that energy, that kindness, that love, that warmth to flow into the area heart center and lower dantian. And simply be with it. Whatever else is going on, we simply be with it, not trying to get rid of anything, not pushing anything away. Notice the spaciousness that creates as well. When the warmth soaks in from the hands into the body, that starts to dissipate into the space around those areas. As you breathe in, you can breathe into the lower dantian. And if you like, for a moment, you can breathe out of the hand that is over the heart center. Breathing into the lower dantian. Breathing out. The warmth flows from the hand, the kindness and the love. So that you have an opportunity to be with that feeling, the warmth, the feeling of kindness, the feeling of attention. And if anything arises, thoughts, feelings or emotions, allow them to. Don't push them away. Fully acknowledge them. If it's helpful, you can name it. I'm feeling, or I'm noticing a feeling of. Now, whatever that feeling is, it might be I'm noticing a feeling of stress in the body, or I'm noticing a feeling of worry, or I'm noticing a feeling of spaciousness, I'm noticing a feeling of softness, I'm noticing a feeling of presence. And of course, we can notice the feeling of loss or upset at the same time as noticing feelings of spaciousness, love and kindness. If it hurts when we lose something, it's only because we love and care so much. If we didn't care, no big deal. So we allow ourselves to be with that care in the presence of feelings, sensations, stress, anxiety, worry, grief, whatever it is. Allow that warmth, that kindness, that love, that attention to flow from both hands now. Heart center, lower dantian. Do this for 10 relaxed breaths. And at the end of the 10 relaxed breaths, release the hands to the sides of the body. Feel your feet on the ground, space around you, and then simply be with that. Giving yourself full permission to have feelings and thoughts and sensations. It means you're alive. It's okay. As you're breathing out, allowing that warmth, the kindness, the love, the attention to flow inside. Allow that to spread throughout your whole body now. And then as the hands, arms release the sides of the body, allow your awareness to spread out. Noticing the whole body, including any feelings, sensations or thoughts that are still present. It's okay. Don't need to get rid of them. We can be present with this broad awareness, noticing the feet on the ground, noticing the sounds inside the room or outside the room. If you're outside, noticing the sounds outside. Feelings of the feet on the ground. Clothes on your body. The temperature around you. Smile from your heart. Let the chi flow a little. Let the body move and sway. Being aware of your movement. Not needing to steer the movement, simply being aware of the movement. Enjoy the movement. Enjoy the hands and the arms swaying. Enjoy the energy flowing. Good, and then gently thinking of the dantian again and rub your palms together. Dab the eyes, massage around the face and the head, and then have a wander around. Say, we're not trying to get rid of these things that can be upsetting, yeah, or difficult to be with, but they may change. That's not the point. We be with ourselves. Is that helpful to everybody? Kind hand exercise, yeah, very simple. Nice place to start with bringing that to mind here before you bring it in, rather than going straight to the body. Hold it in your hands. Feel the presence of that in your hands. And now if you bring your hands out like we do when we're doing the pushing mountains, you can feel that in the hands. It's much easier to bring that to your hands, that feeling of softness, kindness, attention, warmth, love. Yeah. And then, of course, we bring that to ourselves, and the touch is really important, because if we just think about these things, as in, I want to think more positively, it doesn't work that well. Just the thought of something isn't enough. That's why in the Qigong, we have the movement, yeah, the body stuff, we have the mind aspect, but then we have the breath and the energy as well, yeah, so that we're not relying just on the mind itself. The body becomes the vehicle.